I'm going to talk to you about possibly the most boring subjects that you can come across. And when I worked in schools, I totally thought this as well. But now I don't work in schools. It's been one of the more interesting areas, and that's data protection. So, as a sector, education experiences the highest amount of incidents compared to other sectors. So the ICO, the Information and Commissioner's Office, splits sectors into 23 categories. Education and childcare, way up there. So I'm from Judicium. Judicium have an outsourced data protection officer service. We experienced last year more calls and inquiries than we've ever had, and that's totally in line with the Information and Commissioner's Office. So you can see there, so these are the amount of breaches and complaints from members of the public directly to the Information and Commissioner's Office, which is the government department that regulates it. 2013, huge spike, and 2020, anyone guess the reasons? No, go on. No. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. So,
I thought I misread the thing. I thought it was COVID.
oh, yeah. So this one actually was COVID. So, like, people working from home, this one here. So, like, people in education working from home, accidentally sending out emails to loads of different people. This one here there was a spike in the amount of schools that gave their data to third parties, and then the third parties having a data breach. So I'm going to show you now why it's really important as leaders you have some sort of handle on this by talking through a case study. And I feel like George now, but don't put this on the internet. I've anonymised the story, but so this is from one of our clients. So a school, quite a big school in London, signed up to an AI system where you put in the text that you're reading and it changes the reading age for everyone that's sitting in front of them, right? Absolute dream, because everyone can access the content, that's the computer. But the third party then, accidentally, probably not their fault, but they breached that data, and the data ended up on the dark web. So anyone could go on and buy that data. So the name of children, their address, their reading ages, which was an indicator of how vulnerable they were as a person, and that in turn led to problems. They only found out about a year after it happened. And the message from this is that you need some sort of system in place where your staff know that they shouldn't do that, or you need someone that they can go to. So as a standard, you are the custodians of children's data, and if you give that to someone, you should be carrying out a data protection impact assessment. And trust me, they are boring. So you need to read the terms and conditions of that third party. You need to know where that information's stored. So for example, do they store it in North America, where they're allowed to sell it to people? Do they store it in Europe, or is it some other crazy place? So ideally, whoever your data protection officer is will help you with that. If you've got an internal one, they'll need to do it on your own. And if you're signing up for a free trial of something, like the message of this isn't don't make your lives easier by using these systems, it's just to anonymise the data. So you don't need to put a child's full name, date of birth in there, even if the system asks for it. It's much better just to anonymise the data until, as a leadership group, you are entirely confident that that third party is going to be able to look after the data. Yesterday there was too much data, so today I use less. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.